everybody, Artistic Flare here, back with another drawing tutorial. Today I'm going to teach you how to draw this adorable semi-realistic bunny and snowman and the whole winter scene. Let's begin! So to begin this little drawing, I started out by drawing a little outline of the bunny, but now I'm going to add in the details with my drawing pencil. Easier to draw with this one because it's not as hard to erase, but we're adding in the eyes, the little eyebrow line, the little nose, the little ears, and I think I'm gonna have one of them kind of floppy because they're really cute when they have like the floppy ears. Okay, now getting in the rest of the details into the face. And the bunnies, they're kind of fluffy little guys, so we want to make sure to make the bodies kind of fluffy-ish and round out the back, because if you look at bunnies, they are rounded at the back. Don't forget the little tail. Now we're adding in the front paws, and we're also adding in the back ones from the other side, which you won't really see as well. Adding in the snow. And I think I'm just gonna add in some snow falling. A little one on the nose too. From here, I'm gonna draw in a snowman, because what's a winter scene without a snowman showing up? So very simple shapes, they're just circles. And the hat is just a long rectangle with a square on top in a little band. And the hand, I'm gonna draw it kind of like I drew Olaf's hand. And the hands, they aren't straight twigs, so I'm just gonna have fun with the second arm and just put it like wiggling down. So I'm gonna add in the little guidelines for the clouds and extra details right there. Okay, by this point, since I'm already done with my guidelines, I'm just gonna add everything in with my inking pen, which I'm using a Sharpie. And I'm just gonna follow through with the lines. Any extra detail I'll add in later with the color. So just watch this through and I'll be back to explain the coloring. all I did now was just erase all those loose guidelines now that I have everything inked, because it's easier to just color in when none of that is in the way. So I'm just using a tan color for like a light brown color for the bunny's fur. I think this would look very cute with the contrast of like the white snow and all that. So on the features, you would see more on the front view of the character. I want to draw that in, color that in lightly. And you know, like the floppy ear, the front and back paws, I'm gonna color those in just slightly darker, and any shadowy areas, because we want there to be a color difference. And if you have the back paws that are more in the shadow area, the same color as the front, it's not gonna look too right because the lighting isn't catching there. So I'm just gonna get a darker brown, and I'm just gonna use this to color in the snowman's arms. And yeah, I gave him very long arms. He's a funny snowman whose scarf is flying away in the wind. So I'm coming here with my detailing pen, and I'm just getting some extra areas filled in. I'm just gonna put the coal pieces, inking that with a black pen, adding a little bit of detail to the arms, adding in more fur detail to the bunny, like the little eyebrow thing right there and the fur. Okay, so going back to the coloring, I'm coloring the character's eyes in this light blue. I know I've been using a lot of blue for the character's eyes. I just feel like it contrasts better with the color, and I just had an idea to put in some shadow into the snow using the sky blue. Now, I've seen this in like cartoons and comics, possibly maybe animes, I think, but I've seen this done in many types of like shows and movies, comics, and I think it is like a really cool way to add in some shadow to snow to make it look different than everything else. That being said, the clouds are going to have more of a grayish tint to make it all look different. But I think this contrast helps bring the drawing together. If you guys remember the speed art video I did for Anna and Olaf, I actually had to pick out some like light purples, light blues for Olaf when I was shading him in, that I picked out from the original image when I was trying to pick out the colors to color him. Because apparently when you're coloring 3D characters, they aren't just plain white snowmen. They're actually like purple, dark purple, and it's just like light colors with some darker colors to make the contrast along with the white. And the white is actually like a grayish color. So it's a pretty cool thing to find out, and you know, maybe if this helps you in drawing in like designs for like snow designs, you have an idea now how to shade them in. Now I'm pretty sure you could do this with gray, but it shows up nicer with the light blue. As you will see with the clouds, how well they get distinguished along with the snow falling. That being said, this gray color is wonderful for adding in details along for like the bunny's fur. Now for the snowman, we want to add in, the classic carrot nose color. And the scarf, I'm just gonna color that in orange, and I'm thinking I'm gonna add in some yellow because orange and yellow seem to be a pretty good combo. Yes, of course, adding in the darker gray into the back paws. This is where I am adding in the gray onto the clouds. So you see the difference, like what I meant? How the blue from the snow and the snow falling looks much more different than the clouds. And you can tell that which is which. So usually clouds take on more of that grayish color, while anything snow related looks like a lighter blue, sometimes a lighter yellow. Like if you ever seen snowfall and the light is hitting it, sometimes you get like a little gleam of light blue or a light yellow. Now by this point, I'm just gonna add in the classic red strap along the hat. And then I'm just gonna color in the top hat in a black color. I'm just going with classic colors here. Okay, so now that we've completed the guidelines, we completed inking the drawing, adding in the color to the characters and the stuff in the foreground, we want to color in the background. So I'm using this lilac type color to color in the background, but lightly. If you ever look at the sky, you notice how the sky blue, the light sky blue, it's very, very bright, but then as you look down, the sky kind of gets to this darker bluish color. So I want to create that same kind of effect here, but make it look more like it's becoming nighttime. So I'm just using this light lilac color because it's like a light purple right here. And I'm going to be using a purple color, a darker purple color. My Crayola is going to say blue on it, but I specifically marked it on the back with black, so I would know that it's not the blue color. It's actually a purple color that says blue. Anyways, you want to just layer the lilac color on top and then the darker color on the bottom. You can do it the other way too. I'm just doing it like this so that I'll be able to blend it in easier. Now to blend it, if you guys have like a little blender, which is usually like a piece of paper that's rolled up, which is the easiest way that you can get like a blender if you don't have money to go out and get a blender. You can also use like paper towels. I find the paper towels to be a pretty cool method when you're blending. Me, after I finish here with the coloring in with the darker purple, making sure I get the shading in right in some areas, I'm actually going to use a little piece of paper that I'm using to stop the color from getting on my hand, and I'm going to be using that as my blending tool. Okay, now we're getting to the blending part, And I'm just gonna curve my index card a little bit and just start blending. Yes, the camera is moving because I have it right here, but just blend in the colors. And then you'll see like the color of the sky is kind of just changing now. It looks like they're together, the color change. Which is why we have a lot of the purple going into the light purple area, because that's like the sky changing color. Now, since it looks way too light up here, I'm just gonna add in a bit more of the lilac color, just so it looks a bit more noticeable. And I'm just gonna blend it down a bit because made this part just a little bit too strong. And you know what, guys? You just finished this adorable bunny and snowman little scenery that we did with snow. Congratulations, guys. Thank you all for watching this video. If you learned something new or if you enjoyed this video in general, let me know by leaving a like, because it lets me know you like content like this and helps me when I'm thinking about new video topics to help you guys learn more like little tips and tricks on drawing. In the comment section, let me know, what did you think about me adding in color pencil this time, since I've been coloring in with markers? So let me know in the comment section, which one do you think looks better? Frankly, I think blending could be done easier with the color pencils, while markers just like bold, right in your face kind of colors, while color pencil is kind of muted. Consider subscribing down to my channel if you want to see more of my content, and you will get notified if you click all notifications. If you hit personalize, you're just gonna get a few of them, a few alerts here and there. It won't give you every single thing, so if you do consider subscribing, thank you. And if you want to have all the notifications, hit all. This way you will be able to get all the notifications. YouTube's algorithm thing for notifications doesn't work too well if you only do personalize. That being said, as always, stay creative.